Finances can be that thorn in your side when they're not handled with care. So how do you keep those money challenges in the black instead of landing in the red? Well, here to share some very concise ways that are especially for women is financial planner Ted Snow, named one of the best financial planners in Dallas. Welcome, Ted. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, so you sort of have this program to help empower women with their finances. How did that start?
Right. Well, it's called Women First, and it started through, the genesis of it was because of my mother. When my dad died, so did his pension, and the decisions that they made caused some hardships for my mother. And she lived the rest of her life just on Social Security. Now, a couple of other things that happened was that some friends of mine who either passed away or had near-death experiences were leaving their families in very hard financial times. Mm-hmm. And so these types of things, leaving the spouse, the women's spouse behind to deal with these things, was a very difficult thing for me to see.
I'm sure. Well, so what do you do in your practice to help women that maybe find themselves in these situations?
Right. Well, there are several things that we can do, and the things that I would like to talk about are the Women First webinar series that I have. Mm-hmm. We have a three-part series that is the fourth Saturday of this month in October, and then it will start again in January on the quarter. But we have that. We also do, if people are interested, if they have a women's group that they are a part of, I can come in and educate them about some of these Women First issues that I have available to discuss with them.
Well, and so why do you feel like it's so important that women be prepared for these situations? I mean, what are some of the things that can happen?
Right. Well, there are some of the things that I have found in the research that I've done is there are just so many things that can happen, and I'd like to share with you some statistics.
Great.
According to the U.S. Census, just recently, the average age of a widow is 56 years old.
Wow.
And so what that means is that this leaves them maybe perhaps 30 to 40 years of the rest of their life not having the contribution of their spouse.
Right.
And that's a big hardship. I think if the men do live longer, women still live 5 years on average longer than the men.
Sure.
And so we have now an issue that we have to stretch that money for a longer period of time. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, we find that women typically earn 81% of that of a man in a similar situation. So they're already 20% less earnings that they're receiving. So their retirement savings can be a little bit put on hold.
So they might find themselves in a situation where they're widowed or divorced, or maybe as they get older and need long-term care and they need the money to be there.
Right, and that's a big topic right now, is to take care of the long-term care needs of a woman, because they usually need it quicker and earlier in their lives.
Well, now, are there any little practical tips that you can share with us real quickly that that a woman could do today, right now?
Yeah, there are several things that we can look at, and one is to just get engaged with the financial planning process. It's so important to start early, but also to look in the future to see what challenges may be out there that could come up in your life.
Just to be prepared.
Right.
Absolutely. Well, so does it really make that big of a difference if you meet with a certified planner?
Well, in my opinion, it is.
Yeah.
The Certified Financial Planning mark is, in my opinion, the hallmark in the industry. And we have a rigorous education that we go through. My master's degree is in financial planning, as well as having the CFP mark. So I think that having a financial planner that's certified and that is educated about these topics, that keep up with it. We have many different educational things that we have to go through on an annual basis as well.
So it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, these are all really helpful tips that will help a lot of women. So thank you very much, Ted.
Thank you.
And if you'd like more information, check out his website at snowfinancialgroup.com, and he's offering a no-cost, no-obligation 2-hour consultation to anyone who would like his help. And you can reach him at 469-522-4056.